Good evening, everybody. I would call this meeting order Tuesday, September 20th, 5:30. For all music that come in, please sign in the back. If, we have 3 cases this evening. We swear you in. If when you come forward to speak, say your name and address. So this time, if you would speak, please stand up or raise your right hand. Sure, it's all the truth and nothing but the truth. Say I do.
I do.
Thank you. Okay, first on the agenda, we have approval of minutes, 24. Do I have a motion to approve those minutes? I move. Second. I'll second. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Okay, case number 20250246, James Chase. Want to talk? On a variance request on the depth of lot width lot ratio on a lot.
Right. Hi, everyone. Can I adjust this? Is this on? It's blue. I don't know. Can you hear me? Okay.
We can.
Hi. Thank you. As you stated there, I'm here tonight I've got an opening statement here, and then I want to make some key points. However you guys want to. Don't know. I've never been to one of these.
Start with your name.
James Chase, 9240 Shunpike Road. I don't know if there's back and forth throughout my time up here, or however, it doesn't matter to me, however you guys run it.
Let us know what you want.
Okay. Yeah, feel free to chime in with any questions along the way. I'm here today to request relief from Section 31302, Section D of the Zoning Ordinance 2021-02, which limits the maximum lot to death ratio of 4:1. I'm requesting relief this requirement in order to permit depth to width ratio of 9:1. And with that proposal, it will add land to an existing 1 acre property, which could create a new 10 acre lot. Just want to make some points regarding that. Currently, the reason for the request is currently there's limited available frontage to meet the required depth to width ratio of 4:1. The intent is to maintain straight boundary lines and avoid flag-shaped and odd-shaped parcels. It's my Aunt Carol Chase, who's here with me in the property next to mine. That, you know, it's her aim also to uphold some clearer and linear boundary lines on her what will be her existing property. Some 9:1, this ratio parcels already exist within the township and in the immediate neighborhood. And I have some reference maps here if you guys, township maps. The yellow, and you gave them all the way. I think the yellow, I don't know which one's which. No, you didn't, but I didn't want to point, you took my copies. So I don't have anything to refer to. The yellow on the township, that's my property, existing, proposed. And the other map there is just a blown up version of.
Wait a second. Stop.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Here you go.
Okay, I got now what I need. So the one that's on the bottom there, Summit Township map with the yellow, that's my property now in the proposal. The other one with the orange lines is the more blown up version of the neighborhood with mine in yellow again, and the surrounding, the examples, I guess, are the orange highlighted.
Okay, so on the 47 acres that are there, your lot would be on the
South corner.
So that property split down the middle, this is the side lot on that whole lot, or is there property on both sides of your ends?
There's property, there is property on both sides, but on the other side is not owned by her.
Okay, so you're against somebody else's property?
Yes, yes. Questions regarding any of that? No? So yeah, just as a reference, those examples, it will, this new lot will create a 10-acre parcel and preserving the clean and green eligibility, which is minimum 10 acres. Yeah, that's somewhat, I think that was, okay.
Yeah, that's.
That was somewhat of an initial rendering, but yeah, that's pretty much the concept of what it'll look like.
Center of the property, like the center.
No, yeah, that's a little confusing. It borders,
Square.
pardon me?
Or square. Compared to this drawing, sure.
Well, it's similar to get the acreage. It's not a complete square.
Saying if somebody else owns this property,
Right.
and then the other owns this property, so then this is.
Yeah. So there's a property line already on that left-hand side going down, established.
All right, perfect.
So yeah, with this variance, it will preserve family-owned property that has contributed to the township for over 100 years. This property primarily and strictly will be for family recreational purposes only, hunting, four-wheelers, hiking. And, you know, although the numerical ratio differs, the intent and purpose of the ordinance is still being upheld and without any detriment to the township. So that's all I got. Based on this, you know, I'm just respectfully requesting approval to allow for this 9-to-1.
Question?
Any questions about?
Testimony from anybody else in the audience? So, at that point, do I have a motion from the board?
Motion to accept this as presented.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
For the record, the two drawings will be very good, 1 and 2, with the application.
Okay, next up, we have, case number 2025047, Christine Blanche. A variance request for setbacks on a sign.
No, whole building.
Oh, whole building.
Yes.
On another 3 in 1 sentence, look together. Sorry, whole building.
Good. My name is Christine Lynch, and I currently reside at 801 Robinson Road West. I purchased that home in November of last year. I've been making updates to the home, and one of the things I would like to do is install a pole building on the property. Unfortunately, the variance on the road I live on, Robinson Road West, is 100 feet from the center of the roadway. The only location that I could potentially put a pole building on only allows for 60 feet back from the center of the roadway, so I'm looking for a 40-foot variance. I submitted some photographs, thank you so much, including the top photo you see there. That's an AI rendering of where the potential pole building would be in relation to the home that I have. I have an area, as you see there, the home I purchased came with a large driveway area. I already have a concrete pad present, which is one of the reasons why I would like to utilize that area of my home. If you look to the area that's 100 feet back on the west side of the current location where my garage is, I can't place a building there. It would put it in front of my home, in front of my front door and garage, living room window. Pushing it any further back on the east side of my property, if you can see behind the AI-generated image, there's a telephone pole. Oh, I can do that? Oh, perfect. Maybe? Red button. Red button? There you go. Oh, yeah. If you can see behind this area here, in real life, and I have it in one of the other pictures, there is a telephone pole on my property as well as guide wire. Also behind that location where this AI images was put in, there is a slope, which means that if I would put a building there, I would have to then bury part of the building into that. Additionally, the last thing you can see here on the east side, there is a small, currently a little bit dry bed there, but it is a creek that leads into Walnut Creek's access area, again, causing another issue to build anywhere past where this concrete pad already exists. Can I answer any questions before I continue?
Yeah, questions for Lauren? No, I don't think there are any questions. Anybody to speak? Speak? Then, motion?
Motion to approve this request and variance to 801 Rocks Road West.
I will second. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Turn these off. Thank you.
All right, next up, we have case number 20250251, French Creek Council, also on Robinson Road. And this is for variance on a minimum required setback or signing in the further ban.
Good evening. My name is Carol Richards, and my 1815 Robinson Road West, Erie, is where my place of business is, and that is where I'm looking to have a proposed variance for two things. One, the variance for the 100 feet from the center of the road reduced to 30 feet, and then which would be a 70-foot variance, and then the other would be the height, because the height, I would like to go from having a 10-foot variance of 7 feet down to 3 feet from the ground. And my reasoning on this is because the trees are in the way, so if it was 10 feet up, people coming down the road are not going to see the sign. We are a small business, and then the building in the back, and we are French Creek Council Boy Scouts of America. We have been there since the approximately the 80s, and there is a sign on the building, but as the trees have grown up, they really hide that. And we now have a lot of people coming from New York and Ohio to our store and to our office area for meetings. So it would be to the advantage of people being able to go ahead and see a sign that they could tell where our place of business was. We are approximately only like 3 people that are within 500 feet of the location of where we want to put the sign. So it's not, highly populated area, and do not think it would be a major inconvenience. There's a big ditch there, so the snow coming through isn't going to have a problem with the snow plow. It's not going to be in their way at all. And we are far enough from the driveway so that we wouldn't be having a problem there. We would ask that you would grant this variance. I do have the sign with me, and it is 3 by 3. It's a very simple sign. It's the same on both sides, and it would be perpendicular to the road, so it wouldn't be that distracting to anyone from the various area. I ask that you would grant that. Any questions?
Or, yeah, I have a concern, and that's a state road, okay? And you have kids inside the building, right?
No.
There's no children inside.
No, it's not a school. It's a place of business. They do come there once in a while to go ahead and purchase something that's in there, or there might be somebody who has a meeting in the evening, but there's not very many kids.
Concerned about people walking out this way, and that sign, snowplows coming down, and that sign's in the way, you see somebody pulling out of the driveway, walking out of
It's-
the driveway.
Yeah, I do not believe it's gonna be in the way, because I have gone over there. It's gonna be, the picture, it's gonna be a little bit farther to the west when you're looking by in between the trees there. And when the driveway there, when you're looking, it really does not, when you're coming down the road, it really doesn't block your view for traffic coming down the road.
So you're saying that's going to the west zone.
That's
If
correct.
you see where the X is, in the driveway, up there, she's got her plan.
Could you push it down further to like that next tree down?
Yeah, that's where it's going.
It's going in between the two trees.
Like right there.
So it's gonna be, it's,
One site line going under two, it's not granted, it's not granted, right?
no, it's not.
You're gonna, what's,
Yes, it's gonna be right about in that area right there. So it's gonna be probably another 10, 15 feet from where that sign, where it's sitting right now, it's gonna be that way. It's gonna be right in there. And it's gonna be perpendicular. So when you look at it, it really, because I've looked at it to make sure about the line of sight. And so when you're at the driveway there, it's like, yes, there's nothing in the way for the line of sight problem, because it's going to be back and closer, it's going to be closer to the tree trunk here. It's going to be farther from, because 30 feet from the road, center of the road, it's going to be back farther, kind of in between there. It's going to be back farther.
I think if we can make a recommendation, west as far as you can, of our concern here. How far that is, I don't know if we can determine that here tonight, that's, give an exact rotation here, or is this?
Well, we were working with the utilities as well, and so I'm looking at we don't want to be going over here because of the fact that it's going to be, that's the electric, and then we get into too much trouble there. So we're looking at, it's going to be right about in that area right there. So it's about approximately 37, 38 feet from the driveway right there. If you look at the edge of the driveway, you come over, it comes over approximately 35, about 37, maybe 38 feet right in that area. So it comes over quite a ways.
Last question. Or, is it, do I have a motion to the board?
I would recommend or make a motion that we accept this variance condition that for the 100, variance for the 100 feet to the 30 feet, as well as the height from the 10 feet to the 3 feet, with the express intent that it will be at least 37 to 38 feet from the driveway.
Okay.
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 And a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Aye.
Okay. Thank you.
Rich. Okay, I have a motion.
Second.
Aye. 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 Done. Wrap.